Mauri Ora e te whānau. No mai hoki mai. Welcome back to another reading on my tarot reading channel here. Dokura Intuitive. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone it aligns with, because it does. It aligns with someone we are growing. Welcome to all my new subscribers and watchers and observers. The channel is growing because you are growing. You are a reflection of the abundance that is in your reality at this time. As within, so without. So a big part of what you do is how you act, how you see the world, how you see multiplication, how you see expansion, how you see growth, and what you contribute to that. Well, only you truly know the art of giving. So, yeah, welcome. The collective that I've been tapping into this morning when I was in meditation, there is this fullness. I went live last night. That was cool. That was a different experience. No one came on, but it was very nice to just hold the space, be present in time, and collect the wairua of the collective of this channel and this this community. There is this huge I'm seeing pillars being built for this collective. We've got justice here, the star in reverse. Let me take my glasses off so I can read these cards, because I'm short-sighted, so I can't see long distance, not the other way around. Justice. I'm hearing separation that breaks you to your core. You've really been seeking that journey and seeking that reality to live in consciously this time, because you have, there's this talk about you coming into your fullness, and it's like you're in your ripe realms. You are supple at this time, and there's a lot of linking into your 3D reality, and you're weaving through memories that trigger you when you see people. That is weaved in a huge duality to the people that you actually do see in your 3D reality. Not just the 5D, like truly in the 3D, and it's light and it's fluffy and it's engaged and it's beautiful and it's pleasurable. These are what are breaking you through down the layers and the different facets and identities of yourself. And long ago, you chose to do it as a rose. You chose to bloom and blend. And the journey through betrayal and deception and the way that you have overcome a lot of the things that happened to you when nobody was looking, when nobody was seeing, and put you in positions to fulfill a destiny that was laced in shadows. You are on that journey of not dimming your light anymore. I feel like that's why the star is in reverse. We've got the cosmic world in reverse too, with the 10 of inspirations. Wands. Voices. Materials. Pentacles. No. 3 of voices. That must be the swords. Yeah, the wands. Yeah, I'm hearing you dropped it. And this is like, instead of you taking on an itu and being the vessel for it to play out, you played out a lot of subconscious energetic contracts, because I feel like for this collective, you're very good at distancing yourself from energy that is in its potential to have that like rotten fruit effect. It just takes one fruit to rot in a bag or in, you know, like a bowl, and then the rest of the fruit grow mold. There's healing in that, okay? They're showing me like the duality of plant medicine. That's something that you learn on plant medicine. I don't know whether you engage in plant medicine. Like Adil, that's probably why we're also picking it up, because these are things that are lessons that you learn from in your 3D reality. However, the intention that you are engaging in these tools and these instruments, right? Because the fungi is a tool, a healing medicine, but it is a gateway as well to these cosmic worlds. Yeah, we're talking about mushrooms. Now I'm just seeing these. Oh, it's actually a tree with no leaves, but it looked like roots, but it also kind of looked like a lung. You're very conscious of what you put in your tinana, and that is why a lot of you are in your, what is it actually, the word? There's celibacy, but then there is abstinence. I think that's the word. And sharing your vessel. So if you're single, this is you not having a roster. Not fucking bothering anybody's mama with their ratchetous ass sons. Should I put that down? I don't know where to put this. I'll hang it up there. And taking that time to heal your tinana by these hot goddess habits that you do in your home, in your whare, the way that you heal the whakapapa in front of your children. The whakapapa is the lineage, the whakapapa is your DNA, and that's I know that some of you don't also know your whakapapa, and that's okay, because that's where I believe that intuition kicks in the most, and There are parts of you that you cannot identify, but they still exist. And it's that journey of understanding why you would choose that in this 3D reality, you know, because you are the star. Even if you've been in this in spaces where they didn't allow you to be the star, they had to remove you or cover you, and ultimately that's what you're healing. And this could be really subconscious. This is all of the deep Wairua work, right? This is the stuff you do when you're by yourself, and that's why these videos, these live channelings that I do, pre-recorded for you, they take up a lot of space, you know. There's much to talk about, and in the human scheme of things, it's only $30, 30 minutes. Okay, so this is, I'm speaking business to someone, so it's only $30. That could be something that you're thinking about, right? Is your time being money, and that relationship with boundaries is the protectant of that. Okay, so this is real. Okay, yeah. You are identifying your different realities in the entities that are off you. The mushrooms help your human and activate they show you the reality of your wholeness and your authentication, and they explain to you why you're worthy of the potential that you hold within yourself. Okay, and a part of dimming your light, and now I'm reading this as in your business sense, you could have overcome being and having relationships with clients that they dimmed your light because they were afraid of you being right, pretty much. Afraid of themselves, though. That's not a reflection of you. Judgment sideways. Yeah, you're not judgmental, and this is how you really shine in public places, because this is how you can detach and not read Wairua, which is a protection for yourself. You're moving at a very rapid rate now, okay? You're just like so gifted, and you getting the hang of things is really beautiful. The art of rest is repair. Okay, I just heard that, and when I was at the gym this morning, I was also reminded of that with my own body, when I was in my body and I was feeling my muscles, because a beautiful thing that happens when you connect consciously in with your tinana and with your body, and it doesn't matter what modality you use, whether it's energy or it's something really physical, even if it's like a scientific background you're coming from, or like, you know, that part of medicine. I freaking forgot what I was saying. There's so much to share, and it's like, that's why you show up daily to do it. There's this big part of healing, FOMO too, which is how you release yourself from victim mentality. And you're on the journey of duality at the moment, coming into that wholeness. And the wholeness for you is just a delusion, because you're always whole. We got Wheel of Fortune again. You are the wheel. You are the wheel that turns. You are the wheel that creates energy, that fuels the fire. You are the source. You are the resources, okay? 5 of Cups. You're stepping away from, I don't know, it just seems like a whole lot of bullshit to me at the moment with this reading. Okay, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're learning the art of rest. And you're like, okay, I'm going to take a break, and I'm actually going to like withdraw for a little bit, and I'm going to go really in body and just let this experience happen. I'm going to let you know on a thing, because they kind of want me to share it. It's been coming up all week, and I'm like, ooh, but it's to do with breath work. And we're talking about celibacy and abstinence. Well, what I achieve energetically and sometimes physically with the release that I have when I'm in body with the nervous system pulsating, and the sense of aliveness with the breath for a long extended period of time, it has been able to allow me to be more embodied, because the release I experience is that could be achieved with a partner in a very different physical way, if you get my drift. I just want to keep it like PG, because some things are better left kept sacred to self. And this is how you really get yourself in alignment with your behaviors, because you practice what you preach. So you have this agenda, you have this schedule, you have this timeline, you have this beat, this rhythm, but it's a structure, because you understand that running a business or holding ceremony or offering your services in a market or in-home thing, or maybe it's just going to the gym, or, you know, hanging out with your kids at the playground. That's still very, very public, still very much showing up. You are really, truly living in the comfortability of your body, and you're trusting what you want to wear. You're trusting what you want to eat. You're trusting what you are being guided to spend your money on. That's a really, really important avenue. There's this like pulsating that's happening, and you're being pushed. I can see that. There's a lot on the line for you. Okay, let's get some more energy on this. There is a lot on the line for you. So why? You've had to overcome like separation anxiety. You've had to heal that anxiety. The anxiety was created because of a DNA activation. The star. And it's a part of the journey that leads you back to your upright star. You're on the journey of the star. You are the star. You see the stars. You have hope. Maybe you're understanding what it means to be hopeful again. That's been coming up a lot, actually, in the subtle realms, the subconscious realms. And this is really important for you, this part of your journey, because if you can identify those things in your subtle realms, it means that you truly are the alchemist, because you can use these to your advantage. You're reading the codes of Wairua. You are in your life and everything is working exactly the way that you need it to, because in the scheme of it all, you understand that you are source creation. You are the wheel. You are the everything that creates this reality that you live in, and you understand it because you have played with your thoughts and your minds, and you've played with different things to manifest, and it's very close now. Your manifestations are literally like daily manifestations. And there's also this healthy masculine that is creating opportunities for yourself by extending ideas and collaborating. But this is healing your sisterhood wounds, your sister wounds. There's a lot of that at the moment. The coaching and the mentoring yourself, but calling in people who help you, such as myself, when you are just mere mortal, right? You are healing separation anxiety. You understand that to nip a addiction in the bud, there is that gap between who you are in the present moment and who you are going to become. It's not any question now. It's not like who you have the potential to become. No, you are on this very intentional journey, and you have been for years, mate. For freaking years, mate. Even as a child, mate, you're conscious, mate. But your parents dimmed your light, or you didn't have parents at all, or you didn't have just things that other communities had in your life, in your community, what you deem community. Okay, so what are you calling in then? Oh, we've got the Muse of Materials that got left there. You can see them down there. This one. It's the Muse of Materials. So there's just things that you are unaware of. By the way, if cards come out and I don't pick them up, it's because they're just like not to be read. But it's like a shuffle. Okay, and I am reading the right one. King of Cups. Yeah, there's been this healing that you're doing too. It's healing a heart. It's a lot of heart healing. But it's a masculine. A masculine heart. Let's have a look. Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, there's two beasts fighting. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing as I read these cards. We've got the Ace of Cups. I'm feeling that's like you understand your worth. But there's something here where your cup feels empty. And it's not something that you want to actually go into. Because... why? I don't know why. That's just how it feels. Ten of Cups. The King of Cups. with the Five of Wands, this is like this emotion of the emptiness that you have. And you're at war with yourself over something. This is like an internal war, and it does feel like an emptiness. I feel like you're waiting. I feel like you're waiting to step into an identity or a collaboration. I'm seeing that you're really balanced in many identities that you have. So this could be friendships. This is like close friends, best friends, people who mimic or reflect or remind you of the sweet memories of like childhood friends, childhood teachers that you loved, that adored you as well. The Chariot. This is very intricate work. This is those pillars. This is the work that you do as the leader of clearing these whakapapa wounds through the 3D experience of what it is you're offering in your businesses, in your friendships, in your relationships. I feel like because you're also anxious, you let a lot of things up to God with your happiness. Because there's this trust that you want to learn as the feminine who trusts herself 100% to become self-made. You've had the Star again. Wow. Yeah, this isn't the end, it's the beginning. But then we've got the Muse here, and it's always been the path. This is Destiny's path. And it just had to lead through a little bit of shadow. But this celebration energy, the celebratory energy that you choose to sink into every day, you know, like, it's because of the self-awareness that you have. And if you don't have self-awareness, you can pay to have that, to upgrade your business. You can invest in yourself, because self-investment pays for itself. It's human to want to upgrade, but sometimes it can be trauma to what is it? It is like trauma when it becomes heavy on your worth. You know this because you've traveled over many dimensions, realms. Like I'm saying, you could be really into plant medicine and have actually left these earthly realms, but you've still been in your body. And a lot of you are disconnecting from the 3D, and you are really bridging into how to implement Wairua practices every single day. This is going to maintain the stability of your mahi. And that ain't entry-level shit, girls. Okay? Yeah. you becoming aware of your power, owning that shit and showing up how you desire to, that brings you pleasure, that isn't a fucking debacle, you know. It can be challenging and hard, but it shouldn't actually be detrimental to your world. You should be able to move freely in your spaces, in your community, and not constantly feel like you have to protect yourself. But that's an inside work journey. That's the inner landscapes. That's the nervous system. Because the nervous system, the way that it has been developed in our human, is to continuously read the environment subconsciously. And our ego acts as a voice or a nurturer as such. It's a bit of a Karen, a bit hyper fixated on the things that were alarming to the tinana, that didn't feel good, okay? And these are the senses. So this is how it's so easy to access the somatic realms when we are in body and in breath. This is why we practice it in our homes as well. Why we learn how to regulate our time and space to feed into our everyday practices, and it normalizes this way of living. And when you're a mama, this is really important for your lineage, to choose what is acceptable in your home and then uphold that level. And what your home looks like, it's going to be different to all. But even if you are already married and you've got a tāne or a wahine that you're living with, or then it still applies to you in the self-care, because you should be and always will be until the day you die loving yourself incredibly every single day. It's the celebration of life, because in the scheme of things we understand that with death, life is very short. Life can be very short for us. So it's the passion that you have moving forward with one another and each other, and through that we get to connect on the human, we get to tantalize the senses. You get to practice and be in body all the time, and not rely on other people to create that stability for you, but have it in your inner landscape. So it just is your natural state of being when you are offering yourself out there to the world, whether that's going to the shop, taking the kids to the pools, going to the gym, going to get your kai, hanging out with your bros, whatever it is. You're amazing. This is really grounded, beautiful energy, and people deserve to feel you. So if you want help with anything, in your coaching, in your why do a business, let your girl know. I'm offering that over on Instagram. You can catch me there. Raukura Intuitive Coaching. And I am going to be releasing a 6-week program very soon, all to do with breath, body, and sound, and just how we move into very different realms. Other than that, if you enjoyed this reading, please like, please comment. I love the comments. Thank everybody so much for commenting and sharing. Yes, I did go live last night, and I'll be going live again. I'm just trying to find a good time, because I do get up very, very early for breath work, so I don't want to be leaving the live streams too late in the afternoon, because I go to bed very early as well. next week I will have my poor Tiki. She's 9 and she gets up at the crack of dawn. So you may be seeing videos with my daughter, because I'm also doing in-person healings if you would like to come and sit in my chair, and we do tarot in person, or you can get a energy clearing with the sound bowls, or you can purchase a 1 hour and 1 hour integration with a somatic breath release, exactly what I was talking about. You can find those on my Facebook, which is Rokura Intuitive Healing. I got so many channels, and I'm, yeah, putting them all out there so you can get what it is that you deserve, because we're all in on it together. We're all here to help each other stride. I love you. I hope to see you in my DMs somewhere. And if not, consider subscribing if you want to hang around and chill out in these videos, which are such a pleasure to channel for you. So once again, thank you very much. Yes, and consider subscribing. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.